Did you know this game actually has a final boss? Today, we're looking at a 3D flight shooter from our childhood, Sky Destroyer. Released by Taito back in 1985, I bet this one left a pretty deep impression on most of you. The footage for today's video comes from a player named who is the same age as me. Now, this game is actually quite tough. Why? Because for its time, it was one of the first games I remember that tried to simulate a realistic flying sensation. When you bank left or right, or pull up and down, there's this very noticeable sense of inertia. That focus on realism definitely cranks up the difficulty. The game is divided into 4 stages: day, twilight, night, and then back to day. The difficulty ramps up as you go. Besides the fighter jets in the sky, there are battleships on the ocean that you have to sink with torpedoes. The gameplay itself is pretty simple. I mean, it's a 1985 classic, so there's not a ton to dissect there, but the background of this game is actually worth talking about. Take a look at the green fighter we're piloting. That's actually a Japanese Mitsubishi A6M0 from World War II. The enemies are American planes and warships. So, the plot of this game is literally us controlling Japanese forces to fight the Americans. Politically speaking, it's not exactly correct. It kind of shows the difference in vision at Taito back then. Around the same time, Capcom released the Star 1942 Star and Star 1943 Star series. In those games, you pilot an American P-38 to defeat the Japanese forces. In Star 1943 Star, the final boss is even the battleship Yamato. Anyone familiar with that series knows what I'm talking about. The English name of this game is Sky Destroyer, but why did bootleggers in China translate it as Red Army Commando? Well, during the war, those pilots would wear headbands. I guess the translators thought Red Army Commando sounded right because of the bonsai charges and the whole fanatical vibe. Comparing Capcom and Taito's approach back then, you can really see the difference in perspective. Fast forward to 2023, and look where they are now. Taito was acquired, while Capcom is at the top of its game. You have to wonder if that's a bit of karma. There's no doubt someone on Taito's planning team back then had some right-wing leanings to produce a game like this. Anyway, back to the game. We're in stage 3 now, the night stage. When a battleship shows up, you want to take it out immediately. The difficulty is peaking here, and the enemy fire is getting intense. There are 2 types of bullets: straight machine gun fire and burst shells that create a lingering explosion in the middle of the screen. Look at that, the fire is getting crazy. There's a red battleship ahead, we need to lead our shot. And in the air, those are the famous American B-24 Liberators. These are elite enemies, and honestly, you don't have to fight them. If you want to beat the game, it's better to just play it safe and stay away. Our hitbox is pretty large, so dodging everything isn't easy. Some of you might be wondering, I played this forever as a kid, but it never ended. That's because the game loops. You might have finished the first loop without even realizing it. Now, we're at the final stretch. Stick your plane to the very top of the screen and just lay low for a bit. We're about to see what the final boss looks like. The enemy numbers and firepower are peaking, so try to avoid a direct confrontation. Our goal is to see the boss and clear the loop. Here come the B-24s again. Stay clear, it's too hard to handle the elite units and the small fry at the same time. Okay, they should be gone now. Watch the water, there's a battleship. Did we hit it? Looks like we missed. The background is looping. Wait, that elite plane is still there. Look! There it is! That green island ahead, that's the final boss. Just one torpedo and the boss is down. That's it, you've officially cleared the first loop of the game. So, did any of you actually manage to do this back in the day? Alright, that's it for this video.